Hello, everyone. Welcome back from a fantastic, fun weekend, I believe, because I also had a good one, even though a lot of running around, but it's for a good reason. So, thank you guys so much for coming here. I highly, highly appreciate all of you. You don't know how you make me happy. You make women and children happy. You make everyone happy, but I hold you so dear to my heart because I am living the life that I was blessed to live by the one that created me, and then my grandmother followed. And so doing it and seeing people like you guys is just this is the greatest blessing. When you invest in humans, the first form of wealth is human resources, and we have it here. And I know because I see what you guys are doing every day. And I really thank you. And I thank those that are always watching on Facebook, even though you can comment. But thank you guys so much for what you're doing. Just be sure, because the least you can do is to subscribe to One Global Movement, like, put a big thumbs up so that they will send resources our way. AI will send things our way that will continue to help us help these families and children, and to also expose us in the world, so that those who are just sitting there, they don't know where to get for help, they can start with us. And if we don't know, we can direct them to somewhere else. No child, no young person, no mother or father deserves to just sit and don't know where the next meal is going to come from, don't know where the tuition for the children is going to come from, don't even know if the children will even be enrolled in school, maybe because of a situation of senseless wars, all the greed and power and everything that is going on in the world. So this is
Sister,
Mhm.
set your mic.
Okay.
It's
Let's see.
wobbly. Yeah.
Okay, is it okay now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you. So this is so important. You and I, we get up every morning. We putting our hands together. We are walking. We are doing a lot of things because we want to stay healthy. We want to stay happy. We want to be prosperous for the sake of our families. This is very, very important. And there is nothing we can ever do in this life that will really feel the heart of God except what we are doing here. This is the noble cause. This is a noble job, you know. And Mr. Ashmufara brought us together for a reason. He might be taking time to do the necessary things that he's going to do, but the fact that he brought us together so that we can move on and do those things. Then when he comes, then he can just add on to what we are already doing, which is what we are doing here in One Global Movement. So thank you guys so much. But I want to thank my big sister here, who is always here with me to support me. I know that the other people are busy with families and work, which is good that they do that. But if she's here every day, I highly, highly appreciate her because she really gives me that boost and that energy and inspiration that I need to do this. I might be able to do it every day, but with somebody added onto that and also working behind the scene, it makes a big difference to me. So thank you so much, Sister Yvonne. And thank you guys so much. Let us go today, but let me know how your weekend went. Is there anything exciting to know about you? For me, I started preparing for back to school for my son. So it was a lot of running around. And then I took a picture. I don't know how to call that bird. From a store, the big bird visited the parking lot of the store. Then people were taking pictures. I abandoned my cart with everything, pillows and everything that I bought. And I went to take a picture. We took a good picture. I posted it online so people can see that every life is important. That bird came and put smiles on faces. What are you making faces to? Okay. So thank you so much. Today is Monday, August 25th. We are already 5 days into August. And let us make this count. The last but one quarter of the year, we want to make it count. So we are in O-CADEMY Revolution Part 81. We talk about the theme is exploitation, oppression, and abuse are challenges children and families face in today's world. How can hashtag unpassive help? How can unpassive help? Today is Melanie's day, Melanie from Rwanda, but I always pick up after everybody because she's also busy doing the groundwork. She's busy with the 5 Chicks per Child program in Rwanda and the Seeds program for our mothers or farmers in Rwanda, which is something that we're going to spread around the country. And if you guys, anybody that is in the United States, you can also help me. I am studying the best states to open a plantation, like palm plantation, cassava plantation, plantain plantation, but more so palm plantation because it's very healthy oil to eat. So I am studying where I can grow the One Global Movement crops of garden all the year round. If anybody knows how to do that, please help me with that because in Minnesota it snows, and when the snow comes, we can't do anything more except plant little flowers in the house. Or sometimes, like the pumpkins, they don't really actually get ready. The pumpkins from Cameroon don't really get ready, and then the snow comes and ruin everything. So I'm studying the states that can really palm plantation, palm, like the palm nuts that they produce palm oil from it. So I'm studying that to see what can work, because if it works, and then the cassava will also work and the other things will work, potatoes and the rest of the other things, because we need to feed these children. We need to feed ourselves. If we don't feed these children, we don't expect them to do well in whatever thing that they're doing, right? So it's very important. So exploitation, oppression, and abuse are challenges children and families face in today's world. How can hashtag unpassive help? Now, we like our quote. In a world where exploitation, oppression, and abuse threaten our children and families, the One Global Movement rises as a beacon of hope, uniting voices to turn the tide towards justice and compassion. What about even empathy? Very important. When faced with harsh realities of exploitation and abuse, our global unity becomes a powerful force for change. Together, we can transform these challenges into a future of safety and opportunity for every child and every family. The shadows of exploitation and oppression can only be dispelled by the collective light of our global movement, which is One Global Movement. Each step we take together is a step clear. It's a step clear and closer to a world where every child and family thrives in dignity and freedom. Facing the challenges of exploitation and abuse requires a united front. One Global Movement stands as a testament to our commitment to eradicating these injustices and building a world where every child's potential is realized, including helping them eliminate hunger, illiteracy, and poverty worldwide. This is very, very important. And let us begin to put our own answers in the chat. Again, the theme is exploitation, oppression, and abuse are challenges children and families face in today's world. How can hashtag unpassive help? This is very important. So, exploitation, oppression, and abuse are serious challenges faced by children and families globally, particularly women and children. And we have some examples of these kinds of situations. You may know some, you know it, even in our families, they do exist. Even in our communities, they do exist. Even among countries, they do exist. And people are taking advantage of the weaker one. People are taking advantage of even their own family members. And so we are treating this at all levels, country to country, family to family, within the family, community to community. We see these things all around us every day. So exploitation, let's talk about exploitation. Exploitation, what comes to our mind first is child labor. We know this, child labor in a lot of countries in the world. It's getting hot. Let me take this off. in a lot of countries in the world or communities, we see that. And we see like some developing countries, the children are being taken advantage of. Child labor is rampant. Children working in very dirty, hazardous conditions, often in industries like agriculture, mining, or manufacturing, where they are deprived of education and a normal childhood. Imagine, we know what happens when you deprive a child of a normal childhood. Children grow in stages. And if you skip one of the stages, we are all humans. It's going to show up later on in life, and it's going to show up in a different way that is not desirable to us, society, and even to that child. And that is why you see a lot of children, they develop mental illness. And people don't know. The doctor in certain situations don't know. They might not know, and they will not know, because that is a natural human growth curve. If we miss it, it's going to result in, they will say, oh, look at this adult. Why is he behaving like this? Sometimes ago, I quote the example of Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, because the father wanted the family, which was a good thing he was doing, wanted their family to get out of poverty. The father wanted to train the children so that they would never have to go through what other families or children are going through. What did he do? He was training the children, training them to become something. But he knew that the children were very good at what they were good at, but he wanted them to put it in practice, training, even doing whatever. Even Serena Williams' father did the same thing. And in so doing, a lot of times, trying to get out of poverty, you don't give the children the opportunity to be normal children, to grow normally. And so Michael Jackson missed a step. And that made him to gravitate towards loving children, providing for children, doing a lot of great things for children. But he got into trouble because he was accused, not once, maybe twice or three times. I was here too. And come to realize that people were lying. Somebody was coaching their children to tell lies against that man. He went through hell. He went through hell. And that was really not necessary. Very wrong. And so, in as much as we want our children to become something in life, let us watch them and make sure that they go through the steps of growth and development the right way. And if we see a step missed, we can ask. But I know that not all of us or our parents will understand this. But play is number one. Let children play, but don't just let them play all the time. Like Sister Yvonne said, we have to really come to a balance with everything that we do with our children. Time to play, time to work, time to go to school, time to play games at the dinner table, time to go swimming. We structure, even us, we need to. If we structure our lives that way, the children will see, they will know that it's time to do. So if they are trying to do something that is out of balance, then it calls for our attention and we continue to watch them. This is the best education we can give our children. Not going to school to get a degree, a PhD, and say, look at me. Then inward, the child is dying because they missed something along the way. So child labor, we need to, even us, the parents, when a child says, Mommy, Daddy, I am tired. Can I take a break? My son tells me sometimes, but you need to watch out too, because kids can be so, they're on that phone. Take that phone away. It's not time to be on the phone all the time. Put it away, Go do the work. Get up from bed. Do what you need to do. Do your exercise and eat your breakfast. Get going. And then Saturday and Sunday, for me, that's my own family schedule. Saturday and Sundays are days to relax a little. Relax and then regain some strength to tackle the next week. So we make our children to, and because even if they own a business or they're going to work, they have to go in the morning, right? Always encourage your children to work in the morning. Night work is not good for any child, nobody, not even you. So it's very important. Now we talk about human trafficking. This is even the worst for me, because when I see what is going on around the world, and I have seen it even in my own community, where they will come and recruit these young girls and say they're going to give them jobs abroad. They go and actually turn them into slaves. Some of them are killed, really physically beaten and killed. Some of them are sexually molested, and a lot of things are happening. So children and adults being trafficked for forced labor, sexual exploitation, or involuntary servitude. Imagine. And we know that some of the leaders, they know our institution, government, we can come together to eradicate this. But because some of us participate in those things, we don't want them. Imagine a 8-year-old, 6, 7, 10, 12 being ferried across the Atlantic Ocean, lying that they're going to give them a job or they're going to school, and they're going to force them into labor. If you look around your environment, there is always something that you can do. You know what? The grass is not greener on any side in the world unless you make it green, just so you know. Nothing, even whatever, even there is no country in the world that is a paradise unless you make it your own paradise. That's just the way it is. I was in Cameroon. I was doing whatever it took me. I made money. I made money. If you imagine a student having at least $400 in their post office account, I did that. And that's a lot of money in my country's currency. I was rich. I was helping my mom, helping my brother, sponsoring my brother in another university while I was also attending university. I am just giving you these things as an example, not because I am being proud. No, I had to work for it. Remember, you have to work for something before you get it. Don't say, oh, I am going to do this, I can go to Canada or United States. If you get there, you do not put yourself to work, forget about it. You're not going to get what you want. Everywhere in the world, look around you. If you're somebody, you can start from somewhere, then you gradually move up to where you want to be. So that along the way, you are educating yourself, you are gaining the experience, and then before you know, ideas begin to come, and then you get to where you want to be. This is how we raise our children. Not the children that we raise them to be looking out. They look at that person has graduated. Oh, look at that person. They have a beautiful house. Oh, look at that person. They have a beautiful car. We don't need that. We don't need it. We need to train our children to be this way. I was trained. I didn't care who has what, but I know that what I had was the best. That's how I know it. What I had, whether it was 1 or 2, it was the best in the world. And it is the best at that time. It is. We need to train our children. We talk about economic exploitation. It happens all over the world. Other countries taking advantage of other countries to take their resources. People taking advantage of others, even in the community, taking advantage. Families being trapped in debt, bondage, or on unfair labor practices where they work for minimal wages, unable to break free from poverty. They pay you so little to make you just feed yourself, and then you cannot even break yourself from poverty. But guess what? Poverty is of the mind. It's of the mind. And everything like it's of the mind. We can break ourselves free of poverty. And that's what we are doing here, building generational wealth for children so that children don't have to be relegated to that spot to say, oh, I come from a poor family. It's always been like that. No, God never created us poor. Never. It's a mindset thing that has been put into us. Anybody that's been put there, you can rise above your circumstances. You can rise above your storms. You can do that. And we all can do it, but we do it together like we are doing here. We can rise above any odds. I know that it takes time like with any other thing, it takes time. There is nothing that is just coming to you like that. We have to work for it, build a foundation before it can start coming back to you. Now, let's talk about oppression. Oppression is one of the things, discrimination and now oppression. Discrimination, families and children facing systemic discrimination based on race, ethnicity, gender, religion, or the color of their skin, leading to limited access to education, healthcare, and employment opportunities. You see me, I have been discriminated, but it didn't mean anything to me. I didn't even know that that was the case. I accepted them for what they said. Oh no, we had a more qualified person. I went my way for years. And all of a sudden, they're sending me a letter. I said, no, these scammers, why are they sending me a letter to fill it out that I'm going to get money for? The government had discovered that they discriminated against me. I did not. I threw it away. They sent it again. I threw it away the third time. I filled the thing out. They replied to me. They said, you applied for a job at this facility, this such and such a year, and based on your name, you were discriminated upon and you were never given a job. And so they look at your name, Kunta Kinte. They can say Kunta Kinte. They know where Kunta Kinte is come, or they can look at Finn or Mundih, you know. So that's what happened. Or Barilla. They can look at Barilla. They automatically know. And so that's what happened. But I feel that from out. Guess what? They paid me. I'm like, to me, it was like they're just giving me money. So the government tracks down those things, but the government cannot do everything. They can't do everything. We ourselves need to be with our children, teaching them what can happen, making sure that we are not just robbing them on their backs and say, it's okay. No, we teach them the right thing so that when they get into the world, they will know. And they will know how to navigate it with the tools that we are teaching them here. And those tools are inside of them. They're not going to look outside and be pointing a finger at somebody else, you know? So that is very, very important. And then lack of access to education. As we speak, we know there are a lot of children that don't have access to education. Girls are marginalized. Girls and marginalized children being denied education due to cultural norms, economic barriers, or political policies. You see, education sometimes, and I think things are changing little by little, but it's still there. They say you're fit to go to this school. You're fit to go to this one. You cannot go here. You can only go here. You cannot sit on a desk. You can sit only in the hallway and write. So a lot of those things are there. When you build this kind of facade, this kind of hatred and discrimination in the minds of children, it carries on for life. It carries on, and then pretty soon you see a child behaving in a very awkward manner, but we forget the history of that child, and we just label that child. We just think that that child is stubborn, this child is being weird, this child is crazy. We start ascribing names to these children, which is not a good thing, because something has to have happened for somebody to behave the way they are behaving. And it is our responsibility to take the time to decipher that. Sometimes maybe they're even just sick. Sometimes they didn't sleep well last night. It might just be as simple as that. But we have to do that. That is why here in One Global Movement, we say we're going to meet children where they are, not where we think they should be. Where they are, study their condition through conversations. If it doesn't work today, we go back, because the fact that it didn't work today doesn't mean that it will not work tomorrow. We become so optimistic. We go back, we figure out things. And we also know what can make people happy. What are the natural human things that can make people happy, or what make people want to talk? We come there, maybe we play mbolo. If you are from Cameroon like me, I play mbolo, and then everybody, they love that. And we go along, you know. So we open up, or maybe it's to welcome somebody with a bowl of jollof rice, or poulet DG, as they call it in French, like a delicious dish. When people open up, we have to feed them, because you want people to talk. Did you know if they ate or not? You got to feed them before they can open up to you. So that will help them. Now we talk about homelessness. A lot of children are being homeless because their parents too are homeless. They cannot afford homes. One of the programs for One Global Movement is to roof homes beginning from my village. Because I chose roofing because in my village, we have a free soil where you can mold your sun-dried block. They are better than the cement blocks. And those blocks are healing too as well. It's natural brown and somewhat maroon soil. Very good for building. You build, the houses stay there forever, you know? So I said, since you guys can mold those blocks, I will be responsible for roofing. So when time comes, I'm going to be helping this parent because they helped me. Remember that. I must never forget the finger that fed me. They helped me. And so to really, really help, especially single mothers who are homeless, and sometimes single fathers too, but mostly they're the women and children that suffer the most. And we talk about neglect, such as malnutrition or starvation through war or refusal to feed a hungry child. Do you know that there are some parents who really, really intentionally don't give food to their children because they said the children committed, oh, you did this. I asked you to do this, you didn't do this. Your you your feeding your child is not exchange for the goodness of your child. But when you fail to discipline that child gets to that point. Give that child food. If you don't give that child food, the child will continue to be stubborn. The child will continue to commit crimes. Feed the child. You can never, never neglect to feed your child. You know, a lot of families are doing that. And other countries are exploiting other people's food and feeding their own countries while the country is going hungry. So it's all over our environment, and we've got to do something about it. And One Global Movement is working on that so seriously. So forced displacement. We talk about forced displacement. Families are being forcibly removed from their homes due to conflict, development projects, or discriminatory policies leading to loss of livelihood and stability. I take, for instance, I always say what I know. Cameroon, for instance, there are some areas the government will come there and remove you guys forcefully. And imagine, no matter what amount of money that they pay you to move you from your place that you've made it your own. You know what you've done there. Your everything, your soul, your heart, your pee, your whatever is there. You have blessed that soil. For them to come and take it from you forcefully is not a good thing. They do that all over the world. And you know, projects are good, but if they want to take something, they can inform them years before, so that just relocate them little by little so they get used to, because it's not okay to just move somebody like that. You traumatize them by removing them like that, and then when you traumatize them, they get sick. Other things happen to them. Some even die. Some, have you seen somebody die because their memories were lost in the process of forcefully removing them from their home? Imagine the pictures of your children being lost. To me, I will cry till I die. Why? So we have to give them notice for years and really put them through a program, counseling, something real counseling, not just counseling for money, to move them slowly, to relocate them. And then we talk about abuse, domestic violence. We have it every day. A lot of people die of domestic violence every day. Children and other family members suffering physical, emotional, sexual, psychological abuse within their home environment. A lot of children, the homes are not safe for them. We know that. If you go to a home where you see little kids, to tell you that, nobody has to tell you that these children are being abused. The home is so neat, so well kept, and the children are just sitting like this. There is abuse going on already, because a home with little children is not always organized, especially the playing area. It's things are everywhere, because at the end of the day, you can then ask them, you guys are playing it like picking things up like in a game, to pick those things and then to begin. My home was like that. We had to save all our homes with putting clocks and everything, because my son was all over. And I said, if you don't want to come to my house because things are everywhere, that's okay. This is my home. We have to make it the way that it suits us before strangers. And that's the way we need to do it with our children. This is very, very important. Emotional abuse is the number one killer disease in the world, even to our children. And then institutional abuse. We have them. It's still going on. Abuse occurring in institutions such as orphanages, such as refugee camps. You see, I spoke with somebody this last week. He says, I was born in the refugee camp at the hospital. I say, it's okay, but look at what you're doing now. Look at you. So it's good, that's your history, but your history did not hold you down there because you were determined to get out of that history. Look at what you're doing now, So orphanages or even schools. You see, my son, when he was attending the French immersion, these kids, 5 of them, they would beat my son up. The teacher did not pay attention. Beat my son up until my son started refusing to go to school. Say, well, I said, no, mommy, daddy, those kids are going to beat, those dusty pink kids are going to beat me up, And we were wondering why he was saying. So I had to go there. And one day God told me, why are you going home to come back again to pick up? Why don't you just stay here? Because we're providing transportation, being that we wanted him to go to specific kind of schools. So we provided transportation for 6 years, And I went there and I saw everything. And teachers were watching. I ran out of the car. I said, what are you doing? See, these kids are suffocating my son. And you just want, I wasn't paying attention. Or you were not paying attention. We had to summon the education office. And my son today carries that with him. Bullying is not a good thing. When you bully children, they carry it with them. That's not a good feeling. And all of us, I know, one way or the other, we're being bullied. But we just have to train these children to know that, you know what? You're not in it alone. And it shouldn't have happened. But it did happen. Things happen in life. But this is the way forward. And then we'll move forward with those things. So institutional abuse occurring in institutions such as orphanages, schools, detention centers, where children may face physical punishment, sexual abuse, or emotional maltreatment. It happens. It happens. And these and so many more examples is what our children face. And how can AI help with these things? AI has the potential. We're talking now of unperceived AI, because I have the belief that it will come. AI has the potential to significantly contribute to addressing the challenges of exploitation, oppression, and abuse faced by children and families worldwide. And we have several ways. We talk about detection and prevention. Sometimes they say prevention is better than cure, right? Yes. So early detection is key. Like we say, kids who are struggling with learning, we have to know from the growth spurt of the child, from their growth cycle, how is this child? At what age is this child scribbling with a pencil or a pen? At what age is this child reading a 3-4 letter word? All those things, we, the parents, will put them down. When you're writing those things down, write them with happiness, because those things are going to serve as your family archive and book for your family when you need to write a book, which we all should write books for our family. We don't just have to write it for money. So we need to know those things, but we need to dictate. When you dictate those things, then you start putting resources in place. Let's not wait until the child is at the point where they have to put them on medication, because every medication has side effects. Everything we do has a side effect, right? Some are positive, some are negative side effects. So we need to know that. Predictive analytics. AI can analyze patterns in data to predict and prevent instances of abuse or exploitation. This can involve monitoring social media communications and other digital footprints to identify red flags. And number one thing for prevention is, first of all, the AI industry is the number one to prevent these things. Because when you are talking about AI with heart, which is what Mr. Ashman Farah talks about with us, AI build with heart. It means AI build with love. AI build centered on human beings. AI build with the human being in the center. That is AI with heart. That way it's not contaminated, because AI can be used as a weapon to continue to exploit other people if the right information is not put there. AI is not something that is there. God gave us the knowledge to build it, but also gave us the knowledge to put good things in there. And not all the things are going to work 100%, because that is the way things are. But then they have the potential to continuously amend it so that it can work better. Just like in the case of O-CADEMY, where children are studying. Now AI, those algorithms will read exactly how a child's progress is going, so that they can tailor the curriculum to meet the needs of that specific child which is very important. So we talk about natural language processing, NLP. AI can analyze text data from various sources such as social media, forums, and messaging platforms to identify potential abuse or exploitation cases based on specific keywords, phrases, or communication patterns. You know, AI now, you type something, AI already knows because, and it is so beautiful because when you live your life in a particular good way that satisfy you, your goal according to your culture, things are moving smoothly. This AI will just bring things and you'll be like, how did they know that I need this thing? You know, and it's happened to me a lot of times. And oh my goodness, how did they just know that this is what I and then they continue to help me that way. AI is already working. It's working. But, and this is why AI will really be a good tool, depending on the kind of good material that they put in there with high moral value and integrity. It will help a lot because it's already helping me a lot. I'm always amazed when those things just pop up my way. Even on Facebook, I'm like, sometimes I try to cancel it. They come again until I do something about it. That's so beautiful. I love it. And then support and assistance. We talk about chatbots and virtual assistants. AI-powered chatbots can provide immediate assistance and counseling to children and families in distress. Distress. We talk about mental illness. We talk about anxiety. All of those things are distresses, offering information, resources, and emotional support. But the number one emotional support is from you and I. What are you doing with your children? How are you speaking to your children? Do you give them hugs? Do you say, I love you? Genuinely doing it, not just, let me just. Because when you say, let me just, guess what? The child feels it already. That's AI. The emotions are there. AI has been existing in us, but we didn't pay attention because we tried to erase human behavior. And now until the machines are going to be helping us to go back to the natural human behavior. See that? So, you know, we need to really knowing your child such that if your child travels and something just tells you, call your child. This thing has happened to me, and I'm like, oh my goodness. That this is the beauty of really, really respecting the creator. I think about something, all of a sudden, my son calls me. And it clicks just like that. And so AI has been there, but now because of the corruption of the world, exploitation and abuse, AI now has to help because we're going to be the correction to the corruption. Even you don't have to be, because Mr. Ashmufara says that you can be it your own. You can do it beginning from yourself and your family. You can do that because it starts from home. Mr. Ashmufara can say whatever he's saying, but if you don't start it from home with yourself and your children, it's not going to get anywhere. It's not going to get anywhere. It's AI. One passive AI will come this way and go out the other way because you didn't practice it at home or teaching your children. And then we talk about resource allocation. AI can help in efficiently allocating resources by analyzing data to determine where support services are most needed. We already talked about that. They can do that from analyzing the data. And then we talk about education and awareness. Education is key, right? But knowledge is more powerful. You can have that education, but if you do not use it appropriately, it means you don't have the knowledge, then you may as well just throw the education out of the window, right? So it's so important. Personalized learning. AI can provide customized educational content to children. Just imagine they tell us something to feed me this Monday because this is what I love. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, everybody will like that. And then they label it Mundi, or they label it Yvonne Finn, they label it John Barilla, they label it Levy or Melanie. Just imagine that. This is what we lack in the world. And then now, frustrated, because when you do that for so long, you become frustrated. You don't even know what to do. Now you start exploding on yourself and being harsh on yourself and your children. And so now society we begin to shift it to society, to the doctors, to the government, like they are supposed to fix our problem. They too have their own problems. We should ask ourselves, what have we done to help them in order for them to help us? That is the number one question to ask. And then we talk about awareness campaign. AI can help design and disseminate targeted awareness campaigns, such as One Global Movement campaign for with children ambassadors, using data analytics to reach the most affected demographics effectively. We want to reach the hungry. We want to reach the children for education. We want to reach the homeless. We want to build generational wealth, to know that it is possible. Generational wealth is not working for somebody to expecting to get rich. You can work for some time, but learn to build your own empire. Build your own monument. Don't wait on somebody, and it starts small. Remember, the scripture says, those who gather money in dishonest ways and hastily, that money is going to dwindle. That means that money will eventually go away. But if you gather it little by little, that's how generational wealth is being built. And that's what we're trying to do here. Teach the child what they love to do, and then they keep doing it. They'll be happy with it. They must have built their wealth at their own pace, at their own time, and that is their thing. They are working on themselves. That is very important. We talk about legal and advocacy, legal aid and documentation. AI can assist in generating and managing legal documents, helping families navigate the legal system more effectively. And it can also provide information about legal rights, the rights of children, rights to expression, the right to cry, the right to say, I don't want this, the right to say, this is what I have chosen to do, the right choices. This is what it's going to help. Just imagine that. It can also provide information about legal rights and support available to victims. Data collection, a lot of things. Mental health support is number one. Our children are also suffering from mental health a lot. AI can support mental health professionals by providing tools for better diagnosis and treatment plans based on data analysis, helping children and families recover from trauma. A lot of our children have been traumatized. Imagine the situation in Israel and Palestine. Do you know how many children are under stress and trauma? Not the other pictures that they're showing in the world. Hey, look here, poverty is here, poverty is here. No, that is the real trauma. And we need to be looking into situations like that, really looking into situations in our communities before we can begin to move out. Because if you don't help yourself, there's no way you're going to come here and help any child in One Global Movement. That is very important. And then connecting resources. We need to look in our community, which I already have. I went to the government offices and collect resources and phone numbers and addresses to places where if a family say they need something, I send them there. And I'm also contributing to some of those food shelters here. When I get my produce, I take it there. So that I tell them, please help women and children a lot. Because when you help the woman and the child, they're going to cook. The man will also eat, because if the man is a part of their life, they'll also eat. So that is very important. By leveraging these capabilities, AI can play a crucial role in protecting children and families from exploitation, oppression, and abuse, ensuring and making sure that they have the support and resources needed to lead safe and healthy life. Very, very important. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for listening. Wow. You're muted, sister.
Yeah, because I have talking here. Okay. So, okay, I will just tell you one lovely little quote I saw, and it's not even from an activist or even somebody who deals with mental health or anything. I just saw this. His name is Herbert Ward, and he's a sculptor. But he said, maybe he suffered, I don't know, child abuse cast a shadow the length of a lifetime.
Oh, yes, it does.
It does, but I mean, what I'm saying is he's not in the industry that we're talking about. You know what I mean? He's a sculptor. He's doing his own thing. But what I mean is that everybody knows that child abuse is a bad thing, right? You don't have to have a special training to see that. It doesn't have to be an involved parent or caregiver. You can know it's not a good thing. The Bible speaks against it. And Christ was saying that he was particularly soft-hearted against child abuse and hurting children. He said, they're the most vulnerable group of people in any culture. And see that you do not despise, which means to hurt, one of these little ones. For I tell you that their angels in heaven see the face of my Father in heaven every day. Okay?
Yeah.
So you're not going to get away with it. So on to the point now. Welcome, sister. On to the point. You covered it all, but I was looking at something called content filtering. And it says AI can be used to identify and block harmful content such as child exploitation, hate speech, and cyberbullying.
Yes, that's good.
So it can be, that's one another point it can use. And the one that I'm favorite about, it can be used to only so many things. It's the identity verification, which is what our company is going to have, the O-Verify, right? It's the same thing, same idea. It can help to verify that the person is who they say they are, which is what one of the big reasons that we have so much abuse is children are being deceived and led astray. You will think it's another child you're talking to, and it's a bad actor or whatever they call it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So children are being lured. That's what they call it. They're being lured away into harm because children just don't have that sense of, you know what I mean, discernment. They don't.
And even if they do, sister, just imagine, even with us, somebody comes and or even if they don't talk to you on the phone, somebody goes to your school, which means this person has been scheming against you for months, studying your patterns, how you go in, how you go out, how you eat, who you interact with, and then they go to your child's school and say, your mommy call your name, your father's name, everything they know about you, that I should come and pick you. The child will jump into the car. Just imagine. And that is why you don't tell your child once. You don't tell them only 100 times. You keep telling them, do not go into anybody's car, no matter who they are.
I know. It's so
no
dangerous.
matter who they are. Even because some of us, we fall prey. We adults, we fall prey. How more children? You know?
Yes. So, absolutely. So so those are my 2 points that I will contribute.
That is so beautiful that you come out with those points that I didn't even cover, which is very good, because that's why these conversations are very important. People bring their own different perspectives because we all are different. And then when we bring these things together, you know, children will find their own patterns in these conversations. Please help your family watch One Global Movement YouTube videos. Help them watch them. Instead of watching the negative news, not to say news is not good, but you need to know what kind of news you're watching with your family. Don't just watch something because you just have to just looking. No.
Yes.
You need to do something that is valuable, or maybe I know children like to play games. If the weather is not conducive, know the kind of games that they are playing at home. You should know about the kind of games that they are playing. What kind of games are you involved? We have to be the present parents, not the absentee parents in our children. Very important. Because when you do that, in the end, who is enjoying? You'll be so proud and be so happy. Say, oh, my children turned out good. Because you put in the work. And like once God says so, and we need to obey that command. It's a command.
Yes, we do.
Thank you so much, Esther. Welcome, Esther. Okay. Let's appreciate our audience while our sister is taking some air there, because I know that she's rushing from work and coming here too.
Yes, and I must say hello and goodbye to Sister Esther. I am running off myself. So
oh my God. Were you waiting for me to come in?
I was. I didn't want Sister to be alone here. Okay.
Thank you so much.
One second.
No picture, please.
For the day. Well, I like that blouse you're wearing.
Oh, yeah, it's a nice blouse she's wearing. Yes.
Oh, both of you, I love the blouse.
For 10,
thank you.
12 years. 10, 12 years. It's still there.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Can I go now?
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, sister. Thank you. God bless.
All right. Blessings.
Yes. And of course, our art director, Kushal, is here. Our little brother. Thank you so much, Kushal. Thank you. God bless you. # One Global Movement, where # we speak with heart. And we have Poran Sangma. How are you, sir? If you are new here, you're welcome to this global family that is serving women and children worldwide. Thank you so much. And our sister that is going to say greetings, Kushal, Peggy, welcome, and so grateful for your support for OGM platform, # OGM. And as always, We ask you to share your thoughts on these important topics. And exploitation, oppression, and abuse are challenges children face in today's world. How can AI help? Today's topic is, yep. And we have Cassie. How are you, Cassie? Thank you so much for joining us today. If you're new, you're highly welcome here, and encourage other people to be a part of this, because, well, we are building a foundation of something that is going to help women, young people, and children worldwide. Thank you so much. I love you, Unpassive family. We love you too. The apples, right? Thank you. And of course, our brother from the sunny Pretoria, Brother Levi. Thank you so much, brother, for being with us today again.
His face is always shining.
Because it's the sunny Pretoria. Sunny. It's sunny in Pretoria. That's why his face is shining.
Wow.
They have a beautiful beach there.
We'll explore one day.
Oh, very quick, my sister. We go around the world in 80 days. All the world. Around the world in 80 days. Thank you so much, Brother Levi. And of course, our beautiful sister Nancy is here. Hello, Nancy. How are you? Thank you so much. Monday, another week, more blessings. Thank you. Is that your bodyguard? Those kids love to guard their parents. That's good. Lily says, I would like to apologize going out with my grandchildren. Oh my goodness, that's the beauty of being a parent and a grandparent, Levy. Enjoy. Tell them we love them and we need them to be part of one global movement. Thank you so much. Enjoy your time with them. And greetings, Cassie, from Sister Yvonne. Let's go down here. And it says, enjoy your outing. And our sister Doma Lepka is here. We all are the most wonderful people in so wonderful company with very unique, extraordinary person, Mr. Ash Mufari, for the wonderful purpose of uplifting humanity. Thank you so much, Cassie, for always saying that. Because if not of Mr. Ash Mufari, will not be here. That's why I always say, even though we are waiting for the apples, they're going to enable us. But human resources is the first and most valuable, important resource in life. And Mr. Ash Mufara put us together here. We will continue to do what we are doing. And someday he's going to take us to the top. Thank you so much. And we have our brother, Cecile Waya, is here today. How are you, brother? Thank you so much for joining us again today. We highly appreciate your support for women and children worldwide. Thank you. And we go down here. Our sister Nancy said, my weekend was fantastic. I spent time with my family and called a couple of friends that I didn't hear from. I didn't hear for a little while, a little bit. Everyone is healthy. It's a blessing. It's really a blessing. That's good. That's very good, Nancy. Thank you so much for letting us know. Making children self-reliant to create an empowered life. Self-reliant, self-independent, very important. Thank you so much. Good evening, ma'am. Welcome on Passive Love Me. And pinging, blue, waving, tear, popcorn. Thank you so much for that poetic rhythm, Santosh Kumari. We highly appreciate you. Thank you so much. And our managing director, of course, is here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to One Global Movement. Speak with Heart. I'm still under the weather and I'm late. Sorry. It's okay, John. We want
you to
John. Take time and recover, rest, because we are in here for the longest haul, John, till the end of life. Okay, so you better just rest and recover. Thank you so much. And we have Parna Okio. How are you, sister? Thank you so much for being with us today. I am just lying back and listening. I have a pretty bad headache. Oh, sorry, John. The concussion.
I'm sorry. I'm still running short of breath. I could have helped to read.
Sorry, John. That's okay, Esther. But I'm listening and support all of you here today on hashtag One Global Movement. Speak with Heart. John, we're praying for you, okay? Glad you made it, John. Yes, I just relax and take care of yourself. Sorry that you are going through such a rough time. That too shall pass, John. Everything will pass, okay? Nothing is going to be permanent. It's going to go away by the grace of God. And Santos Kumar, please learn to type our company name correctly. It's all uppercase letters. Like this, on passive, not small case letters. Thank you so much, John, for your consistency. And the bleeder, how are you? Thank you so much for being here again with us. We highly appreciate you. I don't see the Momin family anymore. Where are they? Hello, Sir Kayanderi. Thank you so much for being here with us again today. We highly appreciate your support, consistency, and love for children. Thank you. We have Yusuf Ado. How are you, sir? Thank you again for being with us today. We have D Pok Dash. How are you, sir? We appreciate you for joining us today. And thank you, Yvonne Finn, for greeting folks and keeping an eye on the chat. I need to just lay back and listen. Yes, lay back, John. Lay back, okay? We want you for the long haul. Thank you so much for doing that. And we have Diblina says, India, AI are great technology. Yes, AI is great technology, and we appreciate this because we want AI, the whole world to be educated in AI, but AI with heart, AI with the truth. Because there are some areas in the world, in as much as they know that AI, but their morals are so down. Because when people's morals are down, no matter what they do, it's not going to help anybody. So AI with heart is what Mr. Ash Mufara talks about. Not AI with lies, not AI to degrade or downgrade other people. So AI with heart is very important. So thank you so much for letting us know. India is very good with that. And good afternoon, Sister Yvonne Mundih and Sister Yvonne Finn, John B, John Barilla. Thank you, Melanie. How are you? And Nancy says AI with education is a must. Our children will no longer fit one size fits all. Our children will have the opportunity to choose what they are good at. Yes, yes. Suparna Singh Assam, how are you, sister? Thank you so much again for your support and your presence for women and children. We love you. Thank you. And Melanie Macano, Diblina, she's saying hello to everyone here. Thank you so much. We are a real family, and thank God for Mr. Ashman Farah for bringing us together. Hello, Sir Katik. How are you? Thank you so much for being with us. We highly appreciate you. And we have Abdul Sattar. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us here again today. We highly appreciate your love and support. And welcome to Queen Esther. Esther in the Bible. Happy Monday, happy week with a lot of blessings. The Esther code. I'm going to crack the Esther code in the Bible pretty soon. There is Esther code in the Bible, which is very beautiful. And we have Veronica. Hello, Sister Veronica. Did you take some vacation and you forgot about us to take us with you? Thank you so much for coming back. We highly appreciate you and we love you. Come again and encourage all communities to be here with us. Thank you. And Nancy says, families, don't forget to press the big thumbs up. Upturn on the notification bell, subscribe if not already done, and share with family and friends. Thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you for that reminder. In our usual manner, welcome everyone to our today's hashtag One Global Movement. You all are blessed. Thank you so much, S. And we have Kamrul Hug, how are you? Thank you so much for being with us here today. We miss you, but thank God you're here again today. Thank you so much for being with us. And Katik says, very nice session. Thank everyone. Yes, thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag OGM, hashtag love. And good morning, Camro. Good morning. Have a nice day. Have a nice day as well. Thank you so much. You guys are already in Tuesday, isn't it? And Sister Veronica, big smiles there. Thank you guys so much. We've come to the end of today, and tomorrow is another beautiful day. And the whole week, let's make it even better. Let us keep climbing higher and higher while we are also doing what we need to do. By the grace of God, someday we're going to start traveling, especially to those areas where children are suffering a lot. So thank you guys so much. And take good care of yourself. That's all I can always say. Let's pray for one another. Take good care of ourselves, because if you don't take good care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of your children, and let alone children of the world. So let us do that. And hello, Emmanuel, Jody, how are you, sweetie? I'm waiting for you to come and sing here. She sings. She sings, okay? She's very gifted in singing. So I'm waiting for you. Either you come and sing or you come and say something. One Global Movement Kids got talent, and you are one of our daughters here. So we're waiting for you, and you're going to be one of the senior ambassadors, please. But thank you so much, and I want to thank Jody and the husband and the family for really nurturing these children the way of the Lord. So thank you so much, Jody, and thanks to the rest of all of us here. So Esther, did you prepare your music? And you will be the one to always give our closing remarks and get our music ready as well. All right, so I will wait for Esther to give the closing remarks, and we'll call it a good day. I think you are muted, S.
Closing remark first before the music.
Yes, that's okay.
Okay, 1 minute. Let me stop the music before it starts playing.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for our today's One Global Movement with this interesting, highly interesting topic: exploitation, oppression, and abuse challenges on children in today's world. What more can we say? There are a lot of things you can get from attending One Global Movement, all to the security and safety of the children. And with this topic, what AI can do, we already know that AI will go at all levels to fish out anything that keeps children, in fact, everybody, uncomfortable. They are going to monitor, they are going to trace the paths, people, especially pedophiles, that mess children up and all whatnot. So all I will say, keep coming to One Global Movement. You know our principles, you know our values. We know that we honestly and sincerely want to put the children of the world to a standard that they will enjoy life,
yes,
without having regrets of anybody trying to pull them down. So it's a good thing, very interesting. Keep coming, I encourage you. We are going to achieve success. Take it or leave it. This is a place where there is success. This is a place where there is hope for the children of the world. This is a place we are marching forward. Continue to support us and you will not regret it. We are in this business together. Do not think you're doing it for Yvonne. You are not doing it for Esther. You are not doing it for anyone. You are doing it for yourself and your children. As we move forward in life, you are going to start seeing the benefits of what this One Global Movement is going to unfold. Thank you so much for always being here. Tomorrow is another day. I appreciate your presence. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Esther.
So we'll now play our signature song. Am I correct?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Let's get it going.
Yeah. It's coming, guys.
1 minute.
It's already playing at your end.
Yeah. You can pick it up.
Yeah.
We are here. We are on passive, shining bright into the future. We rise high with one heart and revolution, lifting up humanity as we rise, standing tall, hand in hand. We are the unicorn. We are the stars. It is winning. It is winning. It's winning. It's winning.
Oh, my lady. That woman, that was my friend, honestly.
We need hope, shining down light. We're a nation, we are rising with one love, with one goal, bringing solution, lifting up humanity. Let's rise high, standing tall, hand in hand. We are the unicorns, we are the stars. Here to win it, here to win it, here to win it. Here to win it, here to win it. Here to win it, here to win it, here to win it. We are the unicorn. We are the
Yes, we are so in it to win it. Thank you guys so much. Tomorrow is another beautiful day. Every day is an opportunity for a fresh start for each and every one of us. So thank you guys so much. Thank you so much, Esther, for that beautiful closing as always. It looks like that is what really fits you so well nowadays. But thank you so much, and see you guys tomorrow. We love you. Bye-bye.
What has happened to... Are you hearing me?
No, I think you blocked. Do you hear me now?
I don't know what happened to my this thing. I can't get back on.
Okay.
Oh. I was looking for the link. The thing is not showing me the pictures we're on.
Anyway, we are done. So thank you guys so much. See you guys again tomorrow. Stay safe and be happy. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.